DC comic book. Team Dark tomorrow, you better be doubly thankful. And here it is, Judd Winniks Outsiders. This is Judd Winniks Outsiders Looking for Trouble. It doesn't actually have a volume number, but it would be volume 1.
Okay.
It collects the first 7 issues of Outsiders, and then like Secret Files and Origins, Number Hoo-da-Ha, something like that. I don't know. It has some extra stuff in here. And this is pretty much Nightwing rebuilding the Outsiders. Considering there used to be Batman in the Outsiders, now this is just the Outsiders. And
they should have changed it to Nightwing in the Outsiders.
Yeah, that'd have been cool. That sounds a lot like a band, though. Nightwing and the Outsiders.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nightwing and the Outsiders.
The Outsiders sounds a lot like a book by S.E. Hinton.
It also, for some reason, to me, sounds like one of those bands where the lead singer would also be the drummer. I don't know why. But it seems like Nightwing would have to be the drummer. I don't know.
Like Cowboy Mouth, go back and check out some of our old recommends, and you'll find out about Cowboy Mouth. So
anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so I picked this up on a whim because at the time I didn't necessarily have a comic book collection, and I was just curious to see what was out there. And I thought, Nightwing looks cool. It's only $13 for like 6 issues. Or for like 8 issues. I'm gonna get it. So I bought this thing, and I found it interesting because at the time I totally bought into the premise of it, which was the idea is, well, they call other superheroes reactionary. Like, oh, a dam broke. Well, Superman's got to go take care of that. Oh, there's a guy mugging a woman. Well, Batman's got to go take care of that. And the Outsiders say, you know, why should we wait for some supervillain to blow up the dam? Why don't we get intel, beat people up in the underworld, and then go figure out where the problems are before people actually get hurt? So the Outsiders Looking for Trouble is about this group of heroes going out there and looking for the problems and trying to preemptively strike. And I thought that was so interesting and unique. And then it occurred to me that it's been happening in comics for years. That's why Batman's a detective. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't call Batman especially reactionary.
And I just thought, wait a second.
By calling it that, they are sure treating it like more high concept than it really is, right?
Yeah. Well, part of the issue, I think, is part of the issue, I think, is that these guys are former sidekicks and new heroes.
Okay.
And so not all of these people were ever sidekicks, but of course we have Arsenal and we have Nightwing and yeah, and then we have a bunch of other heroes. I don't know whether Jade was ever a sidekick or not, but we have characters who are new to this biz, who are kind of taking that youthful, idealistic look at things. This is the way we're going to go. And Judd Winniks manages to capture this pretty well. Emotions run high. Characters have problems.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are they kind of like, you know, over their heads a lot? And,
yeah, I do feel like these people are drowning a bit. And I don't necessarily feel like these are the whiny type of idealistic characters. I think that, i.e. Spider-Man or Clark Kent in Smallville. But I do feel like these people are very much so, go get them. We're the youth and we can figure this out. And then they run face first into a wall and say, well, how are we having a problem here? And then they got to figure it out. Now, there are new characters. Metamorpho, my favorite in this whole book. I don't know. I think this book is worth reading just for the stuff about Metamorpho. And when I first heard about Metamorpho, I thought, he's many different colors, he's really stupid looking, I don't care. And with this book, I just loved it to pieces. I thought it was so interesting. And I'm not really going to get into the plot because I don't want to ruin certain things. There's a few new characters that get introduced in this series. If you don't want to just pick this up, which I do think that this, you don't necessarily need to read the precursor to this, but they had like Teen Titans Outsiders Judgment Day or something like that. Maybe that's what it was called. Graduation Day, actually. Titans Young Justice Graduation. It's on the back. And you can go back and read that stuff about the split and the division, and then Jeff Johns' new Teen Titans and Judd Winniks' new Outsiders. And they don't say new in front of them. I'm just calling them new.
Oh, I see. Sure.
New at the time. And these things are really interesting. I do think they're worth picking up. But maybe I'll recommend Teen Titans next time.
Cool. you're doing like a series. You got like a theme going on.
Yeah. Swamp Thing, Outsiders. It makes sense. Swampsiders. Out Thing. That sounds weird.
Thing-siders.
Thing-siders.
Today, I'm going to recommend another possible thing for your Batman collection. Today I'm going to recommend Batman Masterpieces from 1998. This is basically just a book of a bunch of pretty pictures by various artists, including people like Carl Critchlow and Scott Hampton. And it's kind of like, I think this may have been a collection of trading cards also. I'm not sure. I think it was. And what they do with this is they give you a bunch of really cool pictures. I'll show you a few. They look, a lot of them look kind of watercolory, and there's some kind of pastel kind of stuff, and they're paintings, and it's kind of like all over the Batman universe. There's just a lot of, they went for like every Batman character they could fit in here, and then there's concept notes telling you like what the person was thinking when he drew it, and then there's kind of this silly loose story that's supposed to tie all the pictures together, which I didn't read because it just seemed kind of gimmicky. But it's pretty much just a book of paintings. But it's really cool. I like this one a lot. 3 Robins. There's this whole like Robin section. There's like a Jason Todd picture, and let's see. What else? And there's a few in here that got kind of famous. Where if you do if you do JPEG searches for certain characters, some of these will pop up real quick. There's a Riddler one especially that I see all over the place. See if I can find it. But anyway, some of these are kind of ultra stylized. I always like the Joker with just the giant mouth. Kind of the Long Halloween Dark Victory kind of Joker, kind of, except his bottom lip isn't a whole lot larger than his top lip. Oh, but look at that one. He's like Sherlock Joker. It's funny. Anyway, but yeah, so just lots of really cool pictures, and that's mostly the point of that. So there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
My book had a lot of pictures in it too.
Yeah, but it also had like a story and like a plot, and there's like character development and stuff.
Yeah.
Just trying to find that Riddler. I never did find it. Not a big deal. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching us recommend things, and we'll recommend something for you once again. Next time, I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Vince.
And we'll see you next week. Bye. Oh, there's that Riddler picture. Maybe you can put that at the end since I spent the whole video trying to find it.
Yeah.